Hi, I'm Rick Astley reporting the 2020 presidential debate on American News. Here come the candidates. Candidate Hogan, you have 2 minutes, uninterrupted on our first topic, refugees coming to America.
Refugees, I just want to say, thank you, President Chungus, for coming out today, this presidential debate. And I also just want to thank Rick Astley for hosting this. But anyway, so about the refugees, so we border Canada, some of the states in the U.S. The United States of America is what I'm talking about. So when you think about it, so you may have heard a lot of refugees and immigrants go to Canada, but a lot of them, they don't like Canada, so they come over to the U.S. And so basically last year we built a building in St. Paul, Minnesota, which is the refugee care center, which is basically where, so the refugees that come from Africa, that come from war zones, they'll come to America, and hopefully they like it. But so basically we bring them to that center, and they get asked questions like, what country did you come from? What happened to your parents? Because a lot of them, they don't travel with their parents because they lost them. But so that's all I need to say. So thank you.
President Chungus, you have 2 minutes uninterrupted.
What candidate Hogan said is all fake. We have the real refugee center in Dallas, Texas. It's all fake. And we'll be sending them there so we can find out where the parents are.
Thank you, President Chungus. Now, Candidate Jake's turn. You have 2 minutes uninterrupted. Topic 2 is coronavirus.
Yes, thank you. That's a big deal here in America. We're one of the biggest countries. Well, not biggest. We're one of the countries with the most amount of coronavirus. We're in the top 5. And where did all those corona cases came under President Chungus, as he knew how deadly this virus was, but he didn't tell the American citizens. He didn't want them to panic. This is a recorded voice call we're talking about. This is not I'm not just saying this from the head. I know it because it was a recorded voice call talking to the House, the Senate of the House, and the head of the House, and he said he does not want them to panic. And that's why he did not want the Americans to panic. And that's why he didn't tell the American citizens. And it turns out that's the wrong decision to do. And he knew that was a bad decision. Now 300,000 Americans have died. And over 10 million Americans have this virus. And his task force for the coronavirus is not doing well. And then if I become president, I'm going to hire a new task force that is smart. Well, I'm not saying they're not smart, but they're saying the vaccine will come out in a couple weeks. And even though I don't do what they do, I know that's not true. It takes over a year to make a vaccine sometimes for a virus like this one. We're in a global pandemic, and he doesn't tell the Americans. It's outrageous. It's dumb. It's unthinkable how a president does that to his fellow Americans. Thank you.
Thank you, Candidate Hogan. President Chungus, your turn to talk about the same topic. You have 2 minutes uninterrupted. Candidate Jake is wrong. He doesn't know anything. All these 300,000 American deaths come under me. None of them wore masks. And even though I'm having rallies of like 4,000 people, doesn't mean, some of them don't wear a mask, and then security blocks them out. But you're having rallies of like 15 people because no one comes to them. So how am I a bad president if it's not my fault? I wear a mask when I need to. I don't wear a mask when I don't need to. Thank you, President Chungus. On to the next topic. Candidate Jake, you have 2 minutes uninterrupted on the third topic, taxes.
So that's also a really big deal, like everywhere. And if I become president, I'm not going to become president of the whole world. I'm going to become president of the United States. So a lot of people, they complain about how high their taxes are. And if no one paid attention, about a month ago, the press found out that President Chungus, in the last 10 years, paid $532.64 in taxes. For an average American in 10 years in taxes, you're supposed to pay about $150,000. And plus, he's the president. He's a little bit more stuff than us. He has more money than us. He's the president. And it's outrageous. So he would have so for the average American, in 10 years in taxes, you have $200,000, $150,000, $250,000 in taxes. And then this guy, who should be paying $5 million to $15 million 10 years in 10 years in taxes, paid $532.64. It's just dumb. Why are you not paying your taxes? You're literally you're lowering taxes for the rich people. And then you're raising taxes for the middle class families and families who don't even have a home and are going hungry. You're doing that, and you're not even paying your own taxes, and you got everything, and you're the president. And honestly, that's just outrageous. And I will lower taxes on the middle class families, and I won't raise them. And I won't necessarily raise, but I'll put a little bit more tax on the wealthy people because they got so much money to spend. And people who don't have that much money, they wish they could spend, but they have to be so wise with their money because they don't really have much. They have to be wise with what they buy. They can't even buy birthday presents for their kids, and you're raising taxes on them? They won't even be able to buy food. President Chungus is a crazy person. He's a crazy president. It's just unbelievable.
President Chungus, you have 2 minutes uninterrupted on the same topic. All that news is fake. None of it's real. Why do you believe it? Even though if it's the Wall Street Journal saying it, and they did say it, that's not true. Because I know what I pay and what I don't pay. I'm the president, and I know that I need to pay my taxes, and I do pay my taxes. And $532.64 in the last 10 years, it's all fake. I've paid $10 million in the last 10 years for taxes. And I know that it's true because I can show you proof. I don't have it on me. I didn't even know we were going to be talking about this. I didn't even know that this trend of me not paying my taxes is going around. It's just dumb. Thank you, candidates. That was the third and final topic. This debate will now be ending. Thank you all for coming.